Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching News 9 Live. Now, the acrimony over Adani and Rahul Gandhi's UK remark continues in the parliament a day after the police reached Rahul Gandhi's doors in connection with his statement during the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The Bharatiya Janata Party is attempting to put Rahul on the back foot, while the Congress is calling it a tactic to divert from the Adani scam. Before we begin into this discussion, let's first listen into the political war of words.
45 दिन हो गए भारत जोड़ो यात्रा समाप्त होकर। 45 दिन के बाद पूछताछ करने के लिए गए हैं। 45 दिन के बाद अगर इतनी ही चिंता होती पहले फरवरी 1 या 2 को क्यों नहीं गए? 45 दिन के बाद जा रहे हैं और सवाल उठा रहे हैं। इनका जवाब देंगे, कानूनी प्रक्रिया चलेगी। जो कुछ करना है राहुल गांधी जी और उनके जो लीगल टीम है वो करेगी, कानून के मुताबिक करेगी।
बिना अमित शाह जी के, बिना गृह मंत्रालय के आदेश के संभव नहीं है कि पुलिस इतना साहस कर सके। एक राष्ट्रीय नेता के घर पे चले जाए पुलिस बिना कोई कारण के। जब राहुल गांधी जी ने कह दिया नोटिस मेरे को मिल गया है, मैं इसका जवाब दे रहा हूं आपको, उसके बावजूद भी पुलिस का यहाँ आना, उनके घर जाना, घर के अंदर घुसना।
Citizens of India are very mature. The ones which come into parliament are absolute, experience, the wealth of experience, wealth of wisdom. Not many people would want to associate with this. But for anyone to suggest that he's doing it at our bidding, that I'm afraid I will have to take issue with that. I mean, if somebody makes a statement and at the end of the day, I have to call you in the morning and request you, etc., and I'm actually taken the thing. He's spoken against the minorities, he has spoken against Indian democracy, he's spoken against the basic structure, he's spoken against you all, against the press, that you're not free. अरे आप सुबह से लेकर रात तक तो you write what? And if it comes to the narrative, who introduced the discourse on a shrill negative narrative? You want me to give you history? कहाँ से ये शुरू हुआ था? मौत के सौदागर, ये वो, all this started. This is this gentleman's calling. And as I said, unless he apologizes, at least my advice to my party would be, he has to unambiguously apologize.
So from the furor in the parliament over the Adani issue to the Bharatiya Janata Party trying to corner Rahul Gandhi, where is this slugfest really heading towards? Joining me in the studio are Kartikeya Sharma and Pankaj Singh, Executive Editor, News 9. A warm welcome onto the broadcast. Pankaj, let's get the ball rolling here. Can you help the viewers understand, it's another Monday, another adjournment. Where is this slugfest really heading towards? We know that, the credibility has been an issue with Rahul Gandhi over the last couple of years, but the Adani issue vis-a-vis the police, knocking on Rahul Gandhi's door, the notice that was sent, Rahul Gandhi's reply, all of these factors that are, of course, the political war of words as well. Where is this slugfest really heading towards?
Actually, don't know, how this impasse is going to end, because last week Parliament was stalled and for no reasons. I'm telling you why I'm saying no reasons, because see, if he has said something wrong, let us allow him to speak on the floor of the House. And this is how you will prove that democracy is functioning in India. You stopped it for 7 days, that's fine now, but it has to end somewhere now. That is not ending. This is the point. And secondly, what I am saying is that even if he has made some remarks against the democracy of India, how it is functioning, and blah and blah. So how will you tackle them? How will you handle it? I think what BJP is doing is not very politically, good step. That's what I can call it. Because see, if you stop them from talking, if you try to intimidate, because Congress is saying, if you send cops to the door of Rahul Gandhi, you are trying to intimidate the party. So, point, made by the Congress is valid, seems to be valid, because you have sent cops after 45 days. What is the logic? Because even if some logic is there behind, you will have to make people understand that what you are doing is being done for the good cause of democracy. So number of reasons are there, but I would like to say that whatever Rahul has committed mistake, please allow Parliament to function where Rahul can say what he has done and what he has not done. Because see, two things are there. Rahul is saying he has not uttered a single word which goes against the, spirit of Indian democracy. Rahul has not, damaged the prestige of India. But BJP is saying he has, damaged the prestige of India. He has uttered against, Indian values, democracy and everything. So please allow him to speak on the floor of parliament. If you allow him to speak, people are the better judge. They will decide whether, Rahul has said something, good or bad.
Absolutely. Karthik, do you echo along the lines of what Pankaj is saying here? Because the larger narrative that might trickle down to the common masses is that, hey, look, you've got a ruling party here that's not actually letting the opposition speak per se.
There are two things to it. There's a word in Hindi that Prime Minister has perfected, which is called Vishwas ki Rajniti, which is called politics of faith. People have so much of faith in Prime Minister that even when there are mistakes on the border, even if there are mistakes when it comes to economy, even if there are mistakes in terms of man management during COVID, people trust him because people feel that whatever he has done, it's out of good intention. Now, the reason why they have gone after Rahul Gandhi, the police is standing in front of his gate, is that Rahul Gandhi's politics is being politically challenged by Bharatiya Janata Party. They want to question his integrity. उनकी विश्वसनीयता पे प्रश्न उठा रहे हैं. What BJP wants to do is that they want to make his statements politically irrelevant, so they can go on to, they can say this whenever they want. वो तो कुछ भी कहते रहते हैं. He can say whatever he wants to. He's a princeling. Why do you pay importance to him? So he's an easy political opponent to bash. It's like in heydays. Imagine if Indira Gandhi was being opposed by, in 1982, L.K. Adani directly. He politically was a nobody at that point of time. Even with Bharatiya Janata Party being born, electorally they were irrelevant. They had some 20 plus seats. In 84 they had 2 seats. So sometimes you need a person as your enemy because you know that every time you're going to win the game. Now today Rahul Gandhi is going to go to Belagavi. The gears are shifting. It's a rally which is going to start at 1:30 p.m. Belagavi is a very contentious place in context of Maharashtra, Karnataka relationship, one. Secondly, it's happening right when the Karnataka elections campaign has started. But Rahul Gandhi is not getting time to speak in parliament. So today, I'll be very, very keen to find whether Rahul Gandhi uses that opportunity to address certain issues which he wanted them to be addressed through the parliamentary proceedings, which is allow him to speak in 0-hour or in adjournment motion or within the premise whenever the speaker desires so. Now Rahul Gandhi statement, a lot of people would say, is not attack on India, and BJP is conflating party with India. But you see, one has to be sensitive about what you speak outside. So everything can be conflated. I think Rahul Gandhi made a critical mistake by saying that governments or the countries outside India should take a notice of it. Now India is a very proud country. Now India cannot be treated like Turkey. When people write about Turkey that Erdogan has used democracy as a bus, and when he got power, Kabir, he exited the bus. He said thank you very much, and he said now I'm in power. So Erdogan is in power. He is almost like a dictator in Turkey. But nothing of that sort has happened. It's a federal state, multiple elections takes place. No one has usurped that power. So for him to say this abroad and say that some party is using election like a bus and then exiting after it, I think it's an overstatement. Yes, he should be allowed to speak. But then Rahul Gandhi is in great danger today of being branded like an activist. He is a politician. If he allows himself to be branded like an activist, I think Congress party is in big problem.
So there is, there is clarity in the fact that the Bharatiya Janata Party is after Rahul Gandhi. There is character bashing, political stature of the man as well. Is there any way that he can, now sort of reposition himself and, channelize it to his advantage? Any way at all?
I think, Rahul Gandhi is getting a decent amount of support from a section which believes in hard secularism. You see, it's like, is India a state or a union of states? Is India a nation or union of states? Hard secular people would say that India is a nation, that is a union of states. That's a constitutionalist direction. But in a non-European sense of the word, wasn't India a civilization, a nation where you had sensibilities, where you had temples, where you had certain code of ethics? Yes, it was a Rashtra in a non-European sense of the word. It was a Rashtra in non-Westphalian treaty sense of the word, which is very, very European. So I think Rahul Gandhi's political articulation is getting lost. He is not able to reach to its electorate. You cannot say that India was not a nation before 1947. It is like saying that the Hindu sentiment is a product of colonial experience. Kabir. So it means that there was no sense of being Hindu before the British came. People would get very riled because of this. You are saying that certain sentiments of Hindu community are direct product of the colonial experience, which means you are saying that whatever you experience as being Hindu is false. So if the colonization did not take place, this place would have been divided into 500 sampradaya. So these are complex arguments. Things change over a period of time. Right now, you have a different sentiment, you have a different imagination of a nation. It is like France. You had people, you had kings enforcing Catholicism. And then you had a treaty which made French identity religion neutral. So there are phases in life of a nation. Nation is today the biggest administrative unit. Rahul Gandhi is failing to catch the imagination of the nation. He's trying to catch the imagination of segments. I think a successful politician catches the imagination of a nation. Like Rajiv Gandhi was a darling, Indira Gandhi was a savior, VP Singh was an anti-corruption activist, Narendra Modi was, Modi hai to mumkin hai. Atal Bihari was, ab ki bari Atal Bihari. You have to make things happen. एक नेता से सबसे पहली चीज होप की जरूरत होती है. राहुल गांधी पार्टी को ही होप नहीं दे पा रहे हैं और यही सबसे बड़ा कष्ट है.
Pankaj, do you think Rahul Gandhi, after what many deemed, was a successful Bharat Jodo Yatra, has given unnecessary fodder to the ruling party to, come at him all guns blazing once again?
Yeah, he has given fresh ammunition to the hands of BJP to have a go at him. That's true. Because, there was no point of talking, such issues which will, make BJP more active and more against Rahul Gandhi. I don't agree to what Rahul Gandhi has said in United Kingdom, because in politics I have always believed that time and place is very, very important. If you say something in India and you say the same thing in UK, that will give, different meanings, because place is different, time is different. If he would have talked about democracy, perils of institutions and everything in India, I think he could have got support from, so many people, because so many people are there who believes that, there is too much intrusion of the ruling party into the institutions of democracy. But if you go to England and speak against India and institutional integrity of, Indian democracy, then definitely, you are going to pay heavy price. And as Karthikeya said that, as a successful leader, you have to capture the imagination of people. Suppose you go to Jammu and Kashmir and you say that if you come to power, you will remove...
I'll just interpret you. I'll just interrupt you for a minute. Just look at the photographs there. See, this is basic psychology. Just look at the basic photographs of Rahul Gandhi there with Sonia Gandhi. Okay, I'll just play out those visuals and you'll see that in those visuals, in which Mallikarjun Kharge and Sonia Gandhi are there, see what Rahul Gandhi is doing. It's basic plain psychology. Just look at what Mr. Gandhi is doing in the second visual. And I'm telling you that this, have you seen Narendra Modi doing this? Have you, just look at this visual. Tell me, have you once caught Narendra Modi behaving like this? You are surrounded by your own supporters. Balu is standing, Chidambaram is standing, they are senior leaders. Rahul Gandhi has mobile in his hand. Sonia Gandhi is not looking at mobile. Mallikarjun Kharge is not looking at his mobile. They are connected to the environment. Now look at Rahul Gandhi. You will find him number of times doing this, even inside parliament. You know, there are certain deficiency. One has to be brutally honest with the leader. You know, we are not here to run down Mr. Gandhi. Mr. Gandhi also has his strengths. Mr. Gandhi's first strength is that he is young. He can actually, people will say that, you know, this is like a political tunge, but it is not a political tunge. It's not, you know, I'm not trying to make fun of him, but he has age by his side. You know, he can make mistakes and outlaw sort of people, because in Indian politics, you know, everyone has a shelf life, one. Secondly, Rahul Gandhi is very well educated. He's pretty well read. You know, his views might get twisted in public domain, but he's a very well read politician. It's not that Mr. Gandhi is not well read. Third, he's well traveled. He has a worldview. You know, you can question him on the worldview, you can question him on the timing of his statements, but the guy has a worldview. So he's ticking all the boxes. What he is failing at, Kabir, is one, communication skill. How to communicate with your immediate environment, one, and second, his political vocabulary, which I think is very, very limited. You know, when we say cornering Rahul, Mr. Gandhi corners himself. Tell me, what was the last speech which really invigorated you? You know, even today, Prime Minister's Vajpayee's statement, हम खिचड़ी नहीं खीर बनाएंगे. You remember it, na?
Right.
The play of words.
Yes.
So tell me, when was the last time you heard something like that? And I think Indian politics is very language rich. And unless and until you command that language either in English or Hindi or in basic vernacular, you will find it very, very difficult to command the respect of the masses. Mamata Banerjee is a beautiful speaker. Nitish Kumar, he's a damn good speaker. Mulayam Singh Yadav was a rustic speaker. Bhairav Singh Shekhawat was a wonderful speaker. Shivraj Singh Chauhan is a great speaker. Vasundhara Raje Scindia, a great orator. You know, I've heard Vasundhara speaking in Parliament between 2000 to 2003. Karunanidhi could speak in colloquial, in a classical Tamil. A great speaker. Late Y.S.R. Reddy, fantastic speaker. Big leaders are great speakers. Namudripal, a great speaker. Sharad Pawar, a great speaker. If you cannot Bal Thackeray, a very powerful speaker. So if you can't speak, Narendra Modi, the best example is, he's a very powerful speaker. So I think the lack of Rahul Gandhi comes at the level of communication, connecting with the immediate environment. So I would say when we talk about Rahul Gandhi, we have to see it largely. Now he's getting prisoner of his own politics. You know, you were talking about Adani, and then you spoke about domestic violence. So suddenly, now Bharat Jodo Yatra is about a faux pas on domestic violence. So I think these are the issues Mr. Gandhi should be very, very careful about. But then, you know, the repetitiveness of the mistake makes one thing very clear about his personality, that he's taking all the decisions by himself. At least Sonia, when she came to active politics, you look at the structure of people who were around her, and you look at the people who are around Mr. Gandhi. They might be very nice people, but they cannot be compared with Arjun Singh, Mohsena Kidwai, Ambika Soni, Ahmed Patel, Natwar Singh, Archana Dalmia, Margaret Alva. She had a full-fledged staff of Vincent George Madhavan, who had worked with Rajiv Gandhi as Prime Ministers. You know, you had Vilas Rao Deshmukh. You know, these were the people who were there by her side to give her political inputs. You don't have that in Mr. Gandhi. What is the political team of Mr. Gandhi? If there was any one team of Mr. Gandhi, it has gone away long time back. So I think the deficit which we witness is tremendous. Sorry, I interrupted you, but this had to be said. That the deficit is account of Mr. Gandhi. He has created that deficit. Where is the team? When I went to Raipur, the entire Congress party was on the podium. I think that's a very ironic thing to say, that the entire party is on the podium, which means that that's the strength of the party.
So with these question marks on, you know, his credibility, Vishwasniyata, what you were talking about, you know, capturing the imagination, sentiments like hope, trust, faith. Today he's going to be in Karnataka, Belagavi, an important place in the run-up to the elections in the state. What kind of impact, Pankaj, do you think Rahul Gandhi is going to be able to make, given the scenario and the situation and the turmoil that he's facing through, cops on the door, furor in the parliament? What kind of impact are you expecting from Rahul Gandhi in Belagavi today?
See, there is already an anti-incumbency factor working in Karnataka, right? And there are a lot more infightings into the BJP. Right, so Congress is automatically going to gain out of it. If Rahul Gandhi can contribute something, we have still to you know, look towards it, because see, Himachal Congress won, there was no contribution from Rahul Gandhi side. So what I believe is that even if Congress wins, Congress will be able to win because of bad performance in fightings into BJP and all. Not because Rahul has done some charisma and that's why, Congress is going to win in Karnataka. In fact, I am telling you that even in Karnataka, these issues will be raised by BJP, that Rahul speaks against India on foreign soil. That is, going to be the, slogan of BJP, because BJP will try its level best to corner Congress in the best possible manner. That's what I can say, because BJP fights election, to its, best level. That's what I can say. But seeing, the condition of BJP, anti-incumbency and everything, if Congress wins, credit will be given to Rahul Gandhi, because that's what Congress has been doing since long time. But what I am saying is that, Congress was able to corner BJP on the issue of Adani and Hindenburg row. But what happened finally? Rahul Gandhi went to UK and there he gave such statements which, gave fresh ammunition to the BJP to corner Congress, and that's what BJP is good at. And BJP is doing it nicely. But, it's already been a week has passed, new week has started. I believe if BJP allows House to function, then, it will be certainly said that democracy is working properly. Whether Rahul is able to defend himself or not, he'll be, thoroughly exposed. That's what I believe, because I don't believe, Parliament should be stalled for longer time and both the parties are trying to corner each other and, democracy suffers.
Well, absolutely. Also, at the same time, gentlemen, let's also take a look at the regional politics that is taking shape. We also know that Samajwadi Party Supremo recently met with TMC chief Mamata Banerjee. And Mamata Banerjee, Karthik, you were mentioning that you need an opponent to beat somebody in a fight, right? And Mamata Banerjee has come out and said that Rahul Gandhi is nothing but Modi ji's, number one TRP. BJP is making a hero out of Rahul Gandhi.
This is the biggest turn in the opposition politics. Both of them have taken both anti-Modi and anti-Rahul Gandhi stand. Akhilesh Yadav and Mamata, they have accused Rahul Gandhi of an easy poster boy for Prime Minister. They have both given signals that in time to come, they will have a front minus Congress party. They have given a signal that they think that Rahul Gandhi is a burden. Jairam Ramesh, for this reason, yesterday said that there cannot be an opposition front minus Congress party. So today the struggle of the Congress party has become triple or threefold. One, to fight BJP. Second, to keep Rahul relevant within the opposition fold. And third, to fight a different opposition front which is emerging. So Congress will have to fight at three fronts. BJP is having it easy, Kabir. They are fighting a divided opposition. It's the easiest thing to do. You have to take them down one by one. Congress, on the other hand, is a very weakened force right now. Unless and until there is a word Hindi called, there is a Jansala for the Congress party, Congress will find it very difficult to come back to power. What did Bharatiya Janata Party do or instigate between 2010 and 14? It instigated a Jansalab on the shoulders of Aam Aadmi Party and Anna Hazare. And on that shoulder, Bharatiya Janata Party was able to get simple majority. They were able to retain simple majority but consolidate their hard Hindutva vote bank. Congress, on the other hand, has been flirting with soft Hindutva. Then it went to, then it started using the language of hard left secularism, which left articulates. So the Congress, first of all, needs to articulate itself ideologically. Then it needs to know who the friends are. Congress is fighting elections against Mamata. Why should Mamata be friends with you? Akhilesh Yadav has kicked out Congress because it thinks that the Congress party is a burden on them. But once that decision was made, the Yadavs were given a clean chit by the central investigative agencies. So, I'm not trying to put two and two, but those two things happen consequently. So, the larger picture here is that situation for Congress is extremely complex. Rahul binds Congress together. but he is not able to get that extra 9% vote which the Congress would require to touch triple digit or to weaken Bharatiya Janata Party. It is like that you are a darling of this house, but if you go outside, you don't get 5 friends. So you come back again and your own people are leaving you. So you are living in a Haveli which is finally getting denuded of its own strength because you are not able to get fresh talent. Tell me how many people are able to join Congress Party today or who came there out of their own volition. It happened in 2014. A lot of people came from Priyanka Chaturvedi, other people came to Congress Party. I saw them standing in a queue in front of the Rajiv Gandhi Bhavan and they were going inside to give interviews. You know, it was a sort of a session which they were having. But imagine, do you see that today? So I think someone told me it's not because Congress Party doesn't have a future that these issues have come up. It is because the people who are inside Congress Party don't think they have. It is not that the Congress Party doesn't have a future. The larger problem is the people inside Congress Party think that the party does not have a future. So the people in the party may have a future in the party, but the people inside the party don't think that the party in which they are in have a future. That is the moot problem. Unless and until you have that, you will not have that momentum to fight. So, you know, this cornering Rahul Gandhi story will continue. But I think the ironical part is that he has frittered away the gain of Bharat Jodo Yatra. That's the fundamental issue.
All right, before we move ahead, let's quickly take a look at the reaction coming from Akhilesh Yadav, the SP Supremo.
लगातार इस पे कोशिश हो रही है। बिहार के मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय नीतीश कुमार जी कोशिश कर रहे हैं, तेलंगाना के मुख्यमंत्री वो कोशिश कर रहे हैं और आदरणीय ममता जी भी कोशिश कर रही हैं। मुझे उम्मीद है कि आने वाले समय में कोई न कोई विकल्प, अलायंस, फ्रंट, एलाइज बन करके तैयार होगा जो बीजेपी का मुकाबला करेगा। कई प्रदेश हैं जहां पर कांग्रेस बीजेपी के मुकाबले नहीं है, इसलिए जितनी भी रीजनल पार्टीज हैं या प्रदेशों के छोटे दल हैं, तो कांग्रेस अपनी भूमिका तय करेगी कांग्रेस को क्या करना है। लेकिन ये दल वो हैं जो बीजेपी का जमीन पर मुकाबला कर रहे हैं और मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये दल मिलकर के बीजेपी का मुकाबला करेंगे और हराएंगे उसको।
Well, Karthik, you know, you did put it interestingly, and gentlemen, this question is to the both of you. You know, it is a triple threat contest. The Congress needs to battle the BJP, it needs to battle the relevance of Rahul Gandhi, and of course, another opposition front. But what does the Congress party, which, you know, you were there at the plenary in Raipur as well, Karthik, the organizational structure is clearly weakened. So what, out of all these 3 issues that the Congress now has to go across and, you know, tackle, what does it tackle first?
It's for me?
I mean, to the both of you, anybody could.
Pankaj, would you like to take that?
You say.
Okay. You see, I think Akhilesh Yadav is reflecting a new political reality. I think that it is in the benefit of the government to create a second front. If there's a second front of Mamata Banerjee, Naveen Patnaik, Jagan Mohan Reddy, and even BRS, Bharat Rashtra Samiti, it means that in 5 or 6 states, Congress will be fighting 2 dominant forces. BJP will be fighting a split opposition. So, Assembly and Lok Sabha can behave differently. This favors BJP. It is also a powerful threat to the Congress dynasty. Imagine Akhilesh Yadav fielding a candidate in Raebareli. Very few people know that Raebareli has a sizable Muslim population in the area of Jais. If that vote moves, then it becomes a very close call for any Congress candidate. They have already lost Amethi. So there are a lot of, the dynamic is very, I would say, strong. And that dynamic is telling us that somewhere there is a momentum away from the Congress party. And even if Congress party bends and adjusts, they might end up getting 3 seats in Uttar Pradesh. That will not be acceptable. They will not actually break the alliance with the left parties. So our politics is at a very complex stage. Unless and until Congress party eats into the vote bank of other regional parties, I don't think we will have a bi-party system. We will continue to have a single party domination like 50s, 60s and 70s. Our opposition is split into number of directions. And in that case, the writing on the wall is unless and until Congress revives in Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, or West Bengal, it has no chance of having its prime minister. It can play the role of a Dadichi, a king in the Hindu folklore who gave away his bones for Indra to make weapon to kill a demon. So the name of the rishi was Dadichi. So in modern sense, it is used. So you want me to die so that you can win the battle. So the point I'm trying to make is that the political compromises which the Congress will need to make can be suicidal. So in order they want to avoid that larger example of Dadichi I have given, is by making inroads into states they have lost 5 years back, 10 years back, 15 years back. There is no way out.
Well, absolutely. Gentlemen have put it in front of us. What is going to happen of Rahul Gandhi, his credibility, his face value, all eyes in Belagavi today. Thank you so much, Pankaj. Thank you so much, Kartikeya, for joining us on this riveting conversation. It is a triple threat for the Congress party. Relevance of Rahul Gandhi, fighting the BJP or fighting another united opposition. Well, all eyes on that. News 9 Live is going to continue to probe that. We're going to slip into a quick break here. Other content on the other side. Stay tuned.